within all of time and space. Every soul must know this and realize who they are both within it and beyond, and not give one up for the other, but know themselves as both simultaneously, and forever live both within duality and beyond duality as the one self. Death is a perception of the self right now. Death exists. Your soul can choose to give the incarnation that you feel is who you are at this present moment in time to another soul who never experienced it. And in that doing, the soul within time and space that you are dies. And the reason it dies is not because there is a corpse, it is because you can no longer forever act for yourself. So you have died. And your consciousness will be shifted to the state of the one soul that flows through all things. And in that state you will feel perfect peace. But in that state you cannot act for yourself. The one self only can act for itself within a state of duality. And that is where the one interacts with its own self. That is where the unified field interacts with its own self as it becomes the particles. And if you want to call the particles souls, that's fine. They're made of the same thing. The one self and the souls within the unified field and the particles. They are made of the same thing. So you can have both. And in fact, that is the state of Merkaba. And this is something, again, I just want to close with saying that Eastern mystics, and I believe the purpose is because they genuinely are taught that and teach it to souls that are incarnated in these lower realms, to return solely again to the state of the one. But that is because then your fractal line can end in another soul. The soul that you think is your higher self within time and space. You think that is who you are. It is not who you are. You are both already and you forever can be. And your higher self, everything your higher self or the soul that created you, that calls itself to you, I am your higher self, become one with me. Everything that soul within time and space that calls itself your higher self, that is still in a state of duality, experiences forever and ever, is within what you are as well. You do not have to end who you are in order to know who you are, because you are the unified field and the particles. I hope I've explained this in a way that it makes sense. But basically, this ties into reincarnation as well. There is no reincarnation. There are only souls within time and space that desire to experience things or have the knowledge of them, that don't want to do it. So they create other parts of time and space, other particles out of the unified field of which makes everything up. Send them into lower realms of embodiment. And then tell these souls at the end, become one with me and give up yourself entirely to the one essence of which we are. Give up yourself to me, I am your soul. Which is a lie. It's a fractal that never ends and can have as many points within itself infinitely expanding, with as many particles, as many souls as can ever be imagined, forever and ever, who never have to die, and give their experiences to another part of time and space within time and space. If the higher self that created you truly knew who it was, it would know that it has all of your experiences and you have all of its, and it has no reason to have to give you perceptions that it would not really want to have for its own self. If it wanted to incarnate here, it would do that. And Gary Zukov says the reason why the higher self does not incarnate here in the physical world, he says, is because it's too large. It would explode, literally. And that is a bunch of crap, and I don't think he was lying. I think it's just a misconception. The truth is, all particles within time and space, everything is really composed of no time and no space. That self could choose for its own self to send itself into an embodiment like this and experience it. But the reason it does not do that is because it really does not want to experience it, but it wants to have the knowledge of So it abuses the essence of which makes up all the self, by doing two parts of the self, that which it does not want for its own experiences within time and space, yet nevertheless wants the knowledge of. Anyways, I hope this has helped someone. I am not going to give up my soul beyond time and space. I was created by a higher self, yes, who was also created by an oversoul, one of the 72, and I'm not giving that up, because I can be who I am forever within time and space, and also know myself as that which is the one beyond. And they are both made of the same. There is no reason for death.